Hey, good morning, everyone. How are you on this TGIF Friday? Thank goodness. Great day to take some profits. I always look at Fridays. Great day to take profits, a great day to maybe lighten up on your positions. I mean, seriously, who wants to hold a bunch of positions over the weekend in this crazy market? Too stressful for me. So I usually lighten up a little bit, take some profits. Lower my risk, eliminate some risk going into the weekend. Okay, with that, yesterday I added a new position and I added to one of my current positions. We'll get to that in just a minute. First, let's take a look at the overall market. We'll look at some trade ideas that we're adding to our watch list that we may trade over the next 2 weeks. And then we'll get to those that add to and the new position I took. Okay, I've got the diamonds up here. Diamonds have rallied up. Looks like they pulled back for several days here. And yesterday, bulls tried to get us going. Not bad. Now, today we're not opening with any great big gusto, but yesterday was a reasonably good day. The big thing now is that we hold what we have. So we'll just watch that for today to see if we can hold that. SPY had a terrific day yesterday, I think. We ended up closing with a bullish piercing candlestick here, where we open up lower and then close above halfway of the previous body. So right now, what I'm looking for is anything above yesterday's low candle here. I will look at that as the market remaining bullish. Bulls are still in charge. If you look at this chart, it certainly is giving everybody a little concern. Everybody knows that the market is too high. Everybody knows that we're just on the edge of just falling off the cliff. Just go back to your trading career and think about it. We've been faced with so many of those situations so many times. It's crazy. Hey, and it could happen. Today, this market could open up and it could just jam to the downside. Before the end of the close today, we could just be hammered. But we can't predict that's going to happen. That is something that's just unpredictable. You can throw a guess out there maybe, but it's totally unpredictable. We have to pay attention to price action. We have to pay attention to certain rules that tells us, okay, we need to be concerned. For instance, yesterday, after this bearish engulf, if we would have closed down, that might have been a pair of candles put together that, okay, this is starting to look like we're going to pull back to the downside, and that might even put us in to testing this low down here and possibly testing these highs in the 327 area. But that's not what happened. The bulls brought us back and closed us up, so there's just nothing on the chart that's screaming short. But I admit, we are awfully high. We are awfully stretched out. And there is some crazy news out there that it does make you wonder if this market, how much more this market can go higher. Let's just stick with following the charts, and that history tells us through our trading, following the charts tends to pay off more than trying to guess if today is in fact going to be the top, or is yesterday in fact going to be the top. Following the charts and the price action is always better in our neck of the woods. All right, let's look at one more chart, FNGU. It's rocking, absolutely rocking. Tech is leading. Look, if there is nothing out there bullish other than tech, and tech keeps driving this market up, we should keep our eyes on it. And this is how I watch it right here. Big tech right here, FANG stocks, using the FNGU index. It's the triple leverage ETN. I don't trade this. I just watch it. I use it as an indicator to give me some idea, is big tech still working or is it getting weak? Well, as of yesterday's close, I would have to say it's still working. So right now, if I started to see price here, let's put this line up. Here we go. If I started to see the candle close below 165 and a quarter, then I would have some concern. I would start looking at these lower levels for support, and if we got confirmation to more downside, then I would be very concerned with that, and we just might put some shorts on. But right now, while we are still trending up, price leading the T-line leading the Trendicator leading the 34 leading the 50, that's bullish. Okay, now it's time to take a look at our VXX. I look at VXX, this is the VIX instrument that I use to follow because this is the one I trade, so I tend to follow it. If you look at VXX, let's just get rid of all that. These red dots, this is the Trendicator, and you can see price is trading under the Trendicator. The Trendicator is my trend. Anything below the Trendicator, anytime the dots are green, I tend to be more prone to a short. If price is above the Trendicator and the Trendicator dots are green, I tend to be more prone toward a long. Well, as you can see here, VIX is in short territory. Now, I'm not going to short it, but there's no bullishness here. There's no fear right now. It's tried. It's tried a few times. Even back here, it's tried. Tried right here to get something going, just couldn't do it. Tried this whole candle pattern right there was a good effort. The gap up yesterday was a very good effort to try to put something together, and it just couldn't do it. Somebody asked me yesterday, one of the members asked me, could VXX be building a bottom here? Yes, it could be building a bottom. But until we see that bullish breakout, that bullish run that gets us up there where we make a low, high, higher low, and we put a higher high in, really we have nothing. And when that happens, these dots will turn green. These dots will turn green before that happens probably. Those dots will turn green. That'll give us an indication that price is trying to make a move on VXX. That would mean that there's some fear and volatility coming in the market, and you'll probably see things like the SPY, FNGU, the diamonds, all those, you'll probably start to see those start to look a little bit short. But there's nothing here. Not yet. And we can't pick bottoms. Bottoms, it's just, man, I'll tell you, if you picked a bottom, you lost. If you picked a bottom, you lost. If you picked a bottom, you lost. If you picked a bottom here, you lost. Picking bottoms is just not the way to go. Remember, our job as a trader is not to pick the bottom. It's not to pick the top. It's to pick the sweetness right in the middle. That's what we're looking for. Okay, let's take a look at some trade ideas I'm adding to, and some are actually already on the watch list. If you're following the Hit Run Candlestick Road to Wealth watch list, then some of these will look very familiar to you. And you know, when I put a stock on the watch list, it stays there as long as it remains in favor. We're looking for it to move in the direction we want it to move, but if it doesn't move right away, that's okay. The charts we are looking for, they're not necessarily meant, hey, this is a trade idea today, and by God, it's going to just rip your head off and rally today. You just can't pick those. So we look for chart patterns, we look for price action, we look for charts that meet our rules, that are set up and poised to move higher, and then we make entries based on that price action, and then just calmly take profits as they start to move up. So FCX, this is one that's been on the watch list. You can see FCX here. See how we rallied up and we broke out here, and up we go. Here we come back and test. See how we rallied up. We broke out here. See how we're coming back and testing now. So right now, it looks to me like FCX copper can go higher. I don't see any reason why this can't get to $20 up here. And yeah, $20. I see no reason why this can't get to $20 up here on FCX. Now, there's certainly will be some pullbacks as we move up there. We know that. We know that's how charts work. So we'll just watch and play that chart pattern, play the price action, the candlesticks, as it moves higher. Another one is PZZA. PZZA rallied up, pulled back. Now, I believe this was on the watch list yesterday. Pulled back, and now we've started rallying up. Here, this candle here with this wick pretty much said we were going to see a maybe a lower low, a lower opening, and that sure is what it did. So this would have been a terrific buy as we started moving up inside this candle here, and we closed up here yesterday at 101.73. 116.40 is very, very possible for this to get to. Remember to trade your trade your rules, trade your chart patterns, watch the price action. Yum did a great job yesterday. So here's a chart. Let me get this out. There we go. We put a little bottom in right about the 50 and the 34 EMA. We rallied up, pulled back, made a little flag right there. We had a nice little breakout. We had some consolidation. Nice bullish engulf today. Engulfed the previous day's candle. Right now we start to see follow through here. Let's look for 101.30. Very, very possible here. 101.30. AMD. This is a favorite of so many people. AMD's got a great story. They're doing a great job. But like all stocks, they have times when they have to consolidate. That's all this is. Yesterday, we came off the trend indicator, came right down to the trend indicator, popped up with a bullish engulf, closed well above the T-line here. I believe AMD could be a $100 stock or more. Let's just work for $100 right now. So let's watch this trade. Let's enter on our rules, such as follow through over a bullish engulf, whether it be today or whether it be Monday, Tuesday. Who knows? Who knows? We'll watch for that breakout. Those that bought it already, thumbs up. Good looking. Stop if you bought it yesterday. Stop at yesterday's low. Let's watch for that breakout. We'll look for a good entry, and then we're going to shoot for that $100 mark over several weeks maybe. CLVT, nice big pop to the upside. Nice little swing back down. Tested the trend indicator, tested darn near the 34. Bullish engulf over a doji. We had follow through. We're back over the T-line now. This starts trading, there we go. This starts trading over yesterday's candle of 43.30. That's looking like a pretty good little trade here. How about 51.80? Can it get back to these tops over here in February? Why not? Now, as we look at the chart, yes, we're going to have to clear 45.95. But after 45.95, 51.80, looking good. All right, let's take a look at another one. How about CAR? I think CAR was recently on our watch list as well. Look at that little J hook that's setting up. Let me mark that out for you. We go from a low to a high. Nice little J hook right in there. Starting to move up. So we start to see a breakout here. J hook runs up. How about 47.40 up there for a possible target? Yes, we're going to have to get through this top right there. We get through that top. We know, we've been trading long enough. We know that charts, when they break out and they run, they're very likely to have a little pullback. We know that we watch for buyers. That runs it up, and we know it's likely to have a little pullback. We know this. Nothing's going to change. Now we know how to trade this chart. These are things that we'll talk about. These are things we talk about in the hit and run candlesticks trading room during the day, most days. Here's LYV. This took me everything in the world to not buy yesterday, but I thought, you know what? I think I'll just be patient, give it one more day. So what I'm looking for now is a little breakout here over 51.60. We have that little bullish J hook. Continuation pattern. That's what a J hook is. We come up and test. We're testing this top. We pull back. Looks like we're trying to break out. We start to break out. I see no reason why we can't get to 59.50 up here. Nice little $9 trade. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here's one. This is one that I'm in, and this has been on the watch list. Was on the watch list here, and it's still on the watch list. RCL, Little Royal Caribbean, moving sideways, consolidating. Day before yesterday, we popped up, but the sellers brought us back down. The bulls couldn't hold us up. Well, it looks like the sellers can't get us through the T-line here. Bulls stepped in a little bit, did a good job of holding us up. If this manages to break out, I'm looking for 75.85 on here. Okay, let's talk about a few charts that, well, like I said, I bought one yesterday and I added to one. So while RCL is up, let's talk about this one first. This is one that I own, and yesterday I added it down here at the low. So when price moved down, I started to see a little doji occur. The live trading alerts scanner, this is 3 of about 20 alert windows I have up, or more actually. It started to alert that it was popping up, making a new day high after that gap down, or after that move down. I decided to add to it because it was sitting here basically on the T-line. So I added to it. Chart was consolidating. No reason not to do it, in my opinion. And it closed up quite nice yesterday, so I'm pretty happy with that. Looks like we're going to open up just about the high of yesterday's candle, or near the close here. Maybe we get that follow through that I'm looking for. Once we get the breakout, we could be on our way to that 75.85. I'll also be looking at taking some profit at about 66.60 up here as well. Okay, here's one that I bought new yesterday, MDLZ. I've been working on a new alert thanks to live trading alerts. They're very kind. I have ideas for new alerts or new chart patterns that they could create in the scanner here. And Ed Carter over there is very, very good to me. We work together a lot on putting together some of these strategies and trade ideas. And one of my favorite chart patterns is an inside day. So we've really been working on this. And if we go back 3 days, see this big move here, right there? And then we have an inside day the previous day. And then we opened up lower and we started moving up. The fact that it made an inside day, that kind of moved it into position. And then it started alerting on the watch list because it saw that it was an inside day. And then yesterday, it was alerting that we started moving up. So I went and looked at the chart, and what I see here in the chart is we popped up, we had a little consolidation here, we popped up again, we pull back for an inside day, and now we're starting to move up. So I bought some MDLZ, about halfway up or something like that. I didn't get the bottom here, somewhere in this level. Got into MDLZ. And right now, I'm looking for about $60 for a target. Now, I do know it needs to clear 57.65 up here. I do know that. And if it does, that's what we'll be looking for. If it doesn't, we have contingency plans. We'll be in the green when it gets up here. And if it looks like it can't make it and go through, if we just continue to put sell signals in there maybe, well, I might just close it out. Either way, I'm bullish on it. If it can hold and the sellers don't come stomping in, then we'll hold it till it moves up a little bit more. Knowing me, I'll certainly take some profits on some kind of a breakout, and then we have our big target up here of about $60. Okay. Whew, voice about to give out. Doggone cold. All right, everybody have a terrific day today, and I wish you all a fantastic weekend. This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Hope to see you in the trading room. You guys all take care.